All right, so I got the hood with the sandable primer, still fresh. I just had one little problem down there. You can kind of see it kind of squared out stupid and a little bit of a run, but I can see some of the little areas I missed, but like I said, no big deal. That's why I leave that bigger of the black primer for the last, where I can really see everything. And then these aren't cracks, they're just but I have to fix them. This isn't a crack through the fiberglass, it's just that what is it called, the glaze, where I was sanding, so I didn't get that little area good enough. So there's it's all within these cracks right here. So we'll have to go over them one more time, but from the rest I'm seeing, everything else looks like there's no major flaws on it. So we'll see. We'll see. I think this hood's going to be way easier. Like I said in my last video, everything was a lot more straight. So, you know, I could probably sand this one down to probably 400 or so, and then you know, fix up my little spots though, my little corners and stuff. But and then this one be ready to put on the black sealer primer, and then we wait. Then we'll move over to my wheel wells again, get it done. Once that hood's done, of course I'll have to take it off. You can see the paint kind of shot through a little bit. That's funny. I'm gonna take the hood off again, and before final paint, and do the backside, and you know, make it all real nice. But I'm leaving it on there until I get my black primer on, and then when I'm gonna fix the backside, get it all pretty and everything. Then once that's done, I'll put it back on, and then I'll shoot the car, you know, shoot it on the car. So, and then I just did the last coat for my benzels, my headlight benzels. Looks like they turned out pretty decent. So we'll just let them sit and dry for a couple more days, and then we should be able to throw those back on, and then go from there. All right, so now I'll get to the next little section here and get that buttoned up. All right, so I went to the next section there, and tell you the truth, kind of done for the night. My hands, I don't know if you can see them, probably not, but they hurt from all that sand and everything. So I think this is all I'm going to do today. So yeah, we'll come back tomorrow or the next day or whenever. I need to let my hands heal up, because like I said, they're a little sensitive on the tips from all that sanding. And yeah, we'll go from there. Okay, we're back to it. So that primer's had a few days to sit. I got to fix the tiny little things. I missed a little bit down here, so I'm gonna put one more coat of primer anyway. Got to fix a little indent right there. It kind of splattered a little bit there, so I got to sand that down and get that corner. This side's looking really good. So I just got to clean up some of my mess that I made right through here. That's just sanding. That's no big deal. But yeah, this looks really good. I don't see no major issues on this side. And then on this side, I got to sand down just a little bit right there and fix this corner. So really, all in all, I mean, this hood was, you know, really good. And this didn't have any of the green paint, so we know this is an aftermarket hood for sure. So that one was way easier because this was originally green at one point in time. So phantom green, I do believe. And oh, and I got to fix down in here where the paint kind of split a little bit, but no big deal. No big deal. And then I got my wheel wells on now. I have to sand this all down and fiberglass this side, and I still got to fiberglass the other side too on the outside, but I want to do the insides first and work my way out, and you know, get the messy part done first. So now that I have a wheel well lip going all the way across, so we'll get that done, and yeah, maybe we'll, here in a week, we'll have it all the way to the doors, and then I can start fixing the doors, like the little dings, and getting these gaps right. This one's perfect. I mean, for gap wise, it looks pretty damn close. The other side I gotta work on, but whenever they put this fender in, that's a huge gap right through there, so we're gonna fix that. And you can see we gotta level that out too, so because that's huge right there, and that's always drove me nuts. So we gotta work on it eventually too. I haven't done anything in the back yet, so because I want to get up to here, I'm gonna take off the side pipe covers, redo them, and cover up my side pipes with plastic or something like that. That way I can work all along there. And yeah, I mean, it looks dirty, but this is just from the wet sanding, so no big deal. I'll polish all off real easy. Okay, so we're gonna use the glaze again, get in these tiny little areas that I need to, you know, get. So we'll do the glaze, and then we'll go over to the other fender over here, and then we're gonna use that glass Bondo. Let's see, this stuff right here, Bondo glass on that one side and that corner over there. So because that side's actually ready to just start forming up and getting ready, so that way I can do multiple things, you know, as things dry. And then I'll come over back to this driver's side and do the fiberglass on the inside. Same thing, just make your figure eights. And we're just going for those major indents that I showed you earlier. The rest can be like sanded down, and like in here and stuff, I'll have to get down to sand down yet. But so I just need to get in this little corner here if I can. A little tight spot there. There we go. Smooth as possible, that way you have less sanding to do. And move it right up in here, it looks like. All right. Yeah, a little bit right here. Okay. There we go. Pinhole right there that I didn't see. Okay, all right, well, all that's drying and doing its thing. I finished up these. They're a little dusty, as you can see the dust, but they turned out pretty good. No really huge problems, but like I said, you're not gonna really see them because they're gonna be tucked away anyway. So yeah, not too bad. All right, well, while that stuff's working out over there, we're gonna sand these little areas that I did here, then do another small coat of primer, and then we'll let this dry. This stuff is just, I put it on a little more thick than usual because I want to get a nice smooth connection, or not connection, nice smooth. When I sand, I can make it, you know, smooth that way. So that way it'll be a nice smooth transition. But I had to put it on pretty thick. You know, it just to get that lip that's in between when I was bonding. So anyway, we'll let that sit. Okay, the hood is done. Fixed all those tiny areas, so everything's nice and flat now. So we'll let that cure for a day or two, and then we'll go over with the black sealer primer, and then that section will be done. And here's my wheel wells. I'm still working on. It's still a little high right up in there, so I'll have to put some more filler in through there, just for it gets it nice and round. So I'm trying to get that lip nice and round. You can kind of see where it has that indentation right there. Kind of goes a little low right through there. So the rest is looking pretty good. I think I'm gonna leave it. You know, on this side anyway. The driver's side, it's gonna need a lot more work, but we're almost there. So we're gonna go ahead and fill in this little area and finish this one up. Okay, I'm done with the basic shape. I just need to fill in these little spots. So, but we got the overall shape. You know, it's not perfect, but it'll work. So now all we have to do is go over with that glaze, fill in all these little tiny holes, and then we can paint the backside, and then primer the this section right here. So then it'll be done. Then also on this driver's side, I got the basic shape too. So now I just, same thing, I got to go and fill in all these bigger cracks here. So, and then the side will be done also. I need to fiberglass the inside a little bit more though. There's a few spots that I need to get to, especially like down in there. I don't know how I missed that, but I'll refiberglass that. So this side I'll still be working a little bit more on, but almost done. All right, here's the somewhat finished product. My pants leg, I leaned up against it accidentally. We'll fix it. So we're gonna go over it one more time with, like I said, before we paint, we're gonna go over it with 400 or even 800 or whatever. I'm gonna put one more coat of primer over it too, just to make sure I'm getting everything, you know. So yeah, and I just spray painted the hood with the black primer. So once that sits for a couple of days, and then I'll be able to put the wheels on, finish up these little areas down to here, and work on my gaps through there, and I'll paint the front half. So, but I want to get all the way to the door. A lot of work. So yeah, I'll sand from here over, get all that done, and then I'll take my hood off and redo the inside of the hood there and some of the areas that could be redone. So, but yeah, it's looking really good. We'll let that sit. That wheel well turned out really nice. Like I said, it's not It's not perfect, but pretty damn close. I'm happy with it. So that's all that matters. So I'm still in awe at how good those lines came out there. Yeah.